Yo guys, in this video I'm going to show you early access for Society. That was pretty awesome thing I got to experience, I might say, but actually it took place at the end of July, so I kind of wanted to roll this video a little bit earlier, but between now and then something serious happened in my life that got me question reality and necessity of sleep, eat, exercise. I kind of wanted to trade it all just to play Baldur's Gate because it's so good. And no, but honestly, like the game is really good. So check it out if you like RPGs. But back to Society. Also, I had really big fun, guys. Smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I cannot stress how much your smashing like button helps the channel grow. And with that, let's go. Right, guys. So Society is a metaverse MMO TPS, so third-person shooter with PvE and PvP elements. More focused on PvE, I would say, but it has decent amount of PvP for those people who are more like competitive. So actually, something for everyone. And during this holder access, there was both. You could play PvP and PvE. What the game is done by Studio Andas, and this is a Korean studio. A lot of core team worked previously on in NCSoft. They have like over 20 years of experience. In general, the team is around 50 people. They're funded, and guys, this can be seen immediately. Like honestly, you can see that this is done by professionals, and the way this early access holder test felt is make me think that I probably gonna get this one into my top NFT assets that I'm going to be holding for the future. Okay, let me just tell you what I experienced in the game. So in the game, we're taking a role of a genetically modified human who is basically waking up after, I don't know, 50,000 years of slumber, where humanity basically wrecked the world by stupid decisions and greed and stuff like that, to the point that they were not able to live on the surface. So they built those basically like cryo chambers where they put some rest of the humanity into the slumber. After the 50,000 years, they are basically waking up, already genetically modified, and their mission is to reclaim the land that has been, went through evolution and mutation and all of this. So the surface is really dangerous. Now this is a part of PvE. So you're basically going into the land. You're waking up in this stage, in this Kalium, I think. Kalium, it means heaven in Latin. So you wake up in this hub, I would say, where you can just go into different parts of map. Like you can go to PvE, PvP, and also you will have a lot of different stuff there later on later stages. But for now, it was just PvE and PvP access. So basically PvE, you're jumping in, you're fighting against a horde of monsters with up to 12 of your friends, and you need to destroy those crystals. At the end, the boss is jumping out, and that was a really cool design. I actually had a lot of fun, even though the my ping, because servers were based in Asia, was really high. So in PvP, I got slaughtered. I didn't even see sometimes who am I shooting to, and people were sometimes jumping, like teleporting in front of me. But in general, like the graphics and everything felt really good, smooth. The details on those characters were super polished, and I really am impressed how the NFTs that I have in a wallet are really reflected in the game. They look one to one exactly the same. So very high quality on that asset. And so in PvE, at the end, you were basically jumping into a boss fight. And in this case, that was a partnership with Ben Morrow, Morrow. I hope I'm slaughtering this name probably, but the guy who is responsible for Huxley, but he also has his another project called Evolution, and that was really well represented in this game. So this is a really cool partnership if I think about it. Like you're making a partnership within the game, and you can immediately see like your characters from your IP into the game. So if I would be Ben Morrow, I'd probably be like, damn, good job, guys. Um, but I'm not. I'm still gonna say like, damn, good job, guys. At this point, I'm really excited because this kind of metaverse and Web3 thing that I like. You make a partnership with a different project and you kind of implement it into your game or your product. And yeah, well, they did it perfectly. Like this boss fight was really cool, awesome. He was throwing down the meteors, shooting fireballs, clapping his hands, smashing people left and right. I would make him a little bit more faster though sometimes, maybe because sometimes I had a feeling like, well, we're probably always gonna defeat him, and would be cool if there would be a little bit more challenge, but maybe I had just so good players around me, and I didn't felt it. But yeah, regarding PvP, so this is regarding PvE. I had a lot of fun. PvE, it was also pretty cool to see. There was a map from Quake 2. If you guys played, and this is some kind of like already a small Easter egg. I loved it. There was some of course bugs from time to time, and there was no like shield or invincibility at the beginning. So sometimes I respawn and I get immediately like headshot from someone who is just behind me and saw my character standing without doing anything. But this is the holder test is for those things, like you have a small community that will help you generate feedback and do the reports so you can actually make the game better. And honestly, I really liked because the team was all the time there, like during this weekend of playtest, could see the devs hanging on Discord server, hanging on in the game in the server, playing with people. So this is how you build this gamer first approach community, and that can be seen. Mint was free, so this is also, they didn't take any liquidity from people. They gave you the possibility to play the game basically for free. And if you did not mint, the holder of the asset could invite one person per holding NFT. So I'm actually pretty surprised that the volume of on those assets is pretty low right now. But in general, if you think that this in bull market, I think it would go to one ETH easy. But right now, well, we have conditions that we do. Anyways, the game was looking pretty solid at this stage. So a very cool feature that I saw was player customization, and I think this will be evolved in the future because for what you're doing in PvP, you're basically going to be collecting some stuff, and rewards will be some really cool customizations for equipment for your avatars. And I don't know if they're gonna go with utility or not, but for now there was this free to play character creation. If you didn't have an NFT, you could basically make your character. If you had, then you could just make a free to play character, and it had a lot of options, and honestly they were looking pretty sick. So I'm pretty excited for that, and all the design is just really cool. I mean, I think this is in general, one of the better projects in terms of quality of graphics for sure. Okay, what else? There was like 8 to 10 weapons, different from each other. You had sniper rifle, like something like a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher, a few types of machine guns, shotgun. So they were different from each other, and I really like the diversity what they offered. And basically, guys, I don't want to really make this video too long. After what I saw, I'm adding it to my watch list. And if you like third-person shooter and you're looking for something fresh, maybe you should look into it. And maybe jump into the Discord server, befriend holder. So when there's a next holder test, you can be invited and check the game for yourself. The game will be free to play eventually in the future. So right now it's just gated by NFTs, but they were free mint, so everything was still for the profit of the players. And also, you could win some stuff during those 3 days of gameplay. So it was really cool. Guys, I'm also excited for what they're doing with Bermaro. Like, if they're doing partnerships like that, I think all the good quality projects would like to be in this type of game after what I saw with this evolution. So, guys, I think that's it. I'm excited for Society, but now it's time for me to play Baldur's Gate again. So, yo,